For more than a century, students at Huntingdon College have reported seeing a woman in a crimson dress stalking the halls after midnight. But who is she? Why does she call these halls home? Tonight, we find out on the Ghosts and Ghouls podcast. I'm your host, Tyler, and with me, I have the guy that holds the patent to the Zombussy fleshlight, my co-host, Anthony. How are sales?
I'm the only buyer. No.
No. Oh God, no. I hate it. How are you today?
I'm doing absolutely wonderful.
You're doing wonderful? All right. If you're new here, this is how this works. I'm going to tell Anthony here a fictional horror story about a ghost, goblin, ghoul, zombie, undead creature, cryptid, monster, extraterrestrial, poltergeist-esque thing, where I've removed the name of the creature from the story and replaced it with descriptions. Then Anthony gets to guess to see what we're talking about this week. From there, we'll go over its history, and we'll, what we're dubbing Run the Gauntlet, which is choose your own adventure horror story where Anthony will try to survive an encounter with the creature, entity, etc., etc., etc. Can he survive? He's done pretty good so far. You died the last one, though. You got sucked into the shadow realm with the woman on the mezzanine.
Some say I died. Some say
you did clap ghost cheeks.
I wanted to go there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's kind of like, did I really lose?
Yeah. No, you dirty bitch.
Listen, I just chose a Steve Rogers way of going out. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, please make sure to go ahead and leave a like. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell for any notifications to stay updated for when we post. Go ahead and follow us on our other platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. That's about it for those. And then as well as go ahead and support us on our Patreon, where you can, for just a member, $1 only, you can get the episodes a day early, uncut, unedited, with all our mess ups, arguments, or anything that YouTube doesn't like. You can find it there day early, again, as well as our Campfire Tales. We currently only have one episode up there, but we plan to do more. Just not right now. There's a lot of traveling going on, so... And then we have a link to support our audio only on Buzzsprout. If you just want that, very much appreciated. But we are on everything, so wherever you...
Put us on in your car. Anthony will whisper sweet nothings in your ear while you drive.
Yeah. I mean, no. So, as well as we have links to our Discord, where we're planning on having watch parties, book clubs, just forums to talk about different folklore, creatures, encounters, whatever, fictional or real. We would love to hear any kind of encounter that you have. And if you don't wish to write on a public platform like Discord, we have a link to our Gmail. We'd love to hear your stories, whether they're fictional or they're real. Love to see more real encounters, as well as if you have anything that you want to correct us on any kind of like I would say folklore information. We get a lot of stuff when we deal with a lot of like Navajo folklore, any kind of that.
We've gotten a lot of corrections from a lot of people.
Yeah, we do get a lot of those, especially on our shorts. But if you want to add more information in and don't want to fit it in a comment, please go ahead and just send an email. Like, we would love to hear, or on our Discord, quick type, love to hear it.
Yeah, love to hear it.
And then I believe that is it. Other than our thank yous. Thank you, Master Harper, and thank you, Master Ashley.
Thank you, Master Harper. Thank you, Master Ashley. If you want to thank you, just join Patreon. If you want to be called Master, here's a tier for that. You dirty, kinky. I think they get off on it, you know what I mean? I think we got a bunch of perverts. No, not really. Oh, I do want to bring this up real quick. We're in August. The time of filming, July. Did you read this? Did you read the Exorcist?
Mm-hmm.
You're so full of shit.
I did. I read it.
All right. So I did the audiobook of it, and then I was like, oh, I got to go get the physical book of it because I love having paper books. Okay. This book, I thought the movie was bad. This book was fucked up.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I'm good.
Like, Like, I don't know how you write about a 12-year-old girl doing some of the stuff she was doing.
Who was the author again?
William Peter Blatty.
I forgot who it was who does a lot of the horror books.
Mm-hmm.
But there was he did an interview and he said there was a book in there that he like was rewriting multiple times, and he said there's one scene in the bathtub scene that he absolutely hates because it scares him when he's like writing it. And every time he has to go back and like look, like revise.
Is it this book?
No, it's an author who does a lot of the horror stuff. And he said he was asked a question. It's like, is there any scenes or kind of any like event in the books that like just scare you, like make you like not want to go back and revise them? And he said, yeah, there's this like bathtub scene, and I have to like rewrite it, but I have to get into like a dark space as well. And he says he hates it every time, and it scares him.
I hate that.
Yeah, and it was just like, oh my gosh. But he said they didn't keep it in the movies, and he went back in the book and he revised it to where it's not in the book.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I believe.
Well, for August, I'm reading Grady Hendrix' How to Sell a Haunted House. Brother, I got to the climactic part of that book yesterday at work.
Yeah.
And I had to put the book down. I was like, oh my gosh. Like they went there. Like, I mean, it, and not just like went there, but it was like,
we're talking about a scare factor, right? Like,
no, this was like a gore factor.
Oh, gore
in the book.
Yeah.
And so like, yeah, I like ambient, like that's why I like haunting videos, like movies, right? That's why I like tend to lean more towards like The Conjuring or like
But stuff like what, Saw?
Dude, the torture porn stuff, like it grosses me out. I don't like.
Yeah, Saw's not gory, is it?
It is. It's the torture porn. Hostel.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Like stuff like that. It came out in that like dark, like early 2000s. It's just not for me. But like, dude, this book has a scene in it that I was like, oh my gosh. Just like a little insight. A woman gets hit in the head with a hammer.
Yeah.
And then the entity is hitting her with its hand in the open wound of her like scalp peeled back in the chipped skull, and it's punching it.
Okay.
To try to like.
See, I don't know what's worse, whether you're watching a scene like that in a movie or like in a book, you're getting described the scene.
My mind went wild with it. So here's the climactic part, right? Woo.
Yeah.
I put the book down and I'm like, holy shit, like I gotta be at the end of this book. This is getting crazy, right? And I turned the book up up to look so I can see the pages where my bookmark's at. I still had over 100 pages to go. I'm like, where the fuck is this gonna go? Right? So then I was reading today and I found out where it went, and I was like, holy fuck. Like, like, no. Dude, I was like, all right, cool, let's do it. So, Grady Hendrix, you get an A+ from me. I love your work. It's been so much fun. This would be his third book I've read. I got the fourth one downstairs. I'm going to take that on my trip to read on the plane.
Dude, I don't know what's worse, visually reading it or like listening to it on like Audible or like watching a movie of it.
So I think with watching a movie, you're getting somebody else's vision, so that you're getting what they find the grossest parts. Yeah. For me, reading it and or listening to it and getting the description either read to me or reading the description of this happening, and like my mind making the scene for a movie, because like I don't know if like
because you're actively putting yourself like watching it like right in front of you happening.
Yeah, but so. You know, we talked about doing monster movie maker and all that kind of stuff. You know, other episodes when we kind of start to like shrink these down a little bit, make them a little more digestible. But the monster movie makers, a lot of that, like the shot for shot, especially like if you remember the Phantom episode that we lost about the haunting.
Oh, the first ghost.
Where the first ghost one. Where we're talking about him like getting possessed and going through the house and methodically killing his family and like getting in there, and it's all dark, and like I could just picture the camera shots, like the way the camera was going to move with that scene. Like I recently went back and watched a video on 2018's Halloween 2018,
Mm-hmm.
and like the 2.5 minute long like take of him walking through and like killing 3 people. So love it. I'm reading this and I can see it in like I can see them doing this in a movie. Like I can see myself directing this part and being like, no, gotta get the camera lower. You got to get it in there. You got to make it like ugh. But yeah, when they're talking about like bits of fat, like spraying and ugh, no, it was gross. But for August, read Grady Hendrix, How to Sell a Haunted House. If you have read it, let us know in the comments below. On to the subject of our episode.
I think it's something simple. The lady in the red dress.
Really?
Yeah.
You think it's that simple?
I think it's that simple.
Okay.
That's all I...
Just lady in red dress?
Lady in red.
Lady in the red
sounds
dress?
Sounds better, yeah.
Lady in red sounds better?
There's nothing else I can...
That's the right title, but we're going to figure out which one we're talking about.
Did I actually get a title right?
The title's right, but it's kind of a trick.
So I got the title of like what the haunting is.
Mm-hmm.
The lady in red.
Mm-hmm. Now we're going to figure out which one we're talking about.
I'll take that guess correctly for the first time.
I'll give you 25%.
No. That's the second time that I've gotten the guess before.
Mm-hmm.
The other time was only when I had help.
Oh, the Conjuring
from Ashley.
House.
It was about the Conjuring House. So I'll take it.
Well, today we're talking about the Lady in Red. So, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
This story is called The Girl in the Crimson Veil. I didn't believe in ghosts when I moved into the old dormitory. Looking back, I wish I had. The building was the oldest residence hall in Huntingdon. Its stone walls were centuries old. Its hallways narrow and uneven, and its wooden floors creaked with every step. Most students preferred the newer dorms across campus. But I loved history, and the idea of living somewhere with a story appealed to me. Everyone warned me about the Lady in Red. I laughed every time. It's just a ghost story, I told my roommate during move-in week. My roommate did not laugh. My cousin lived here 3 years ago, she said. She transferred after 1 semester. Why? The expression on her face made me uneasy. She said she kept seeing a woman in red standing outside her room. I rolled my eyes. That's ridiculous. My roommate only shrugged. You won't think so if she starts knocking. The first strange thing happened 2 weeks later. I woke up at exactly 2:17 a.m. At first, I didn't know what had awakened me. Then I heard it. Footsteps. Slow footsteps moving down the hallway outside my room. The sound seemed wrong somehow. Not because someone was walking, because whoever it wasn't in any hurry. The old floorboards groaned beneath each step. I glanced towards my roommate's bed. She was asleep. The footsteps approached our door and stopped. Silence filled the room, and my heart hammered. 3 knocks broke the silence. Knock, knock, knock. I sat upright. The sound wasn't loud. If anything, it was quite gentle and patient, as though whoever stood outside knew I was awake. I waited. No more knocking came. Finally, I climbed out of bed and opened the door. The hallway. The next morning, I mentioned it to my roommate. She nearly dropped her coffee. 3 knocks? I nodded. Her face lost color. You need to stop answering. Answering what? The knocking. I laughed nervously. I opened the door. Exactly. After that, things got worse. Much worse. I began finding small objects moved around my room. Pens disappeared. Books ended up on the floor. My alarm clock somehow turned itself backwards on my desk. One afternoon, I returned from class and discovered every drawer in my dresser hanging open. My roommate swore she hadn't touched them. Neither had I. The same night, I saw the portrait. It hung in a second-floor corridor near a permanently locked room. A woman dressed in crimson stared out from the faded canvas. Her eyes seemed unusually lifelike. A brass plaque beneath the frame read a name. No explanation, no history, no surname. As I stood there staring, something cold brushed against my shoulder. I spun around. The hallway was empty. When I looked back at the painting, I could have sworn I saw its eyes were no longer looking straight ahead, but they were looking directly at me. The nightmares began shortly afterward. Every dream started the same way. I was standing in the dorm hallway at night. Lights were off, building silent. At the end of the corridor stood a woman in a red dress. The first night she was far away. The second night, she was closer. The third night, closer still. Each dream ended before she reached me, but every night she gained ground, until finally there was nowhere left for her to go. I woke from that final dream unable to move. At first, I thought I was still asleep. Then I realized my eyes were open. The room around me was real. Moonlight spilled through the window. Everything appeared normal, except the woman standing beside my bed. I couldn't breathe, couldn't scream, couldn't move. She wore a long crimson dress that looked decades out of date. Dark hair hung across her face. Water dripped from the ends of it onto the floor. She slowly lifted her head, and I saw her eyes. Black, completely black. Then she smiled. The moment she smiled, I could move again. I screamed. The room lights flashed on. My roommate sat upright. The woman, gone. The next day, I packed a bag. I intended to leave. I truly did. But curiosity got the better of me. I wanted answers. That evening, I convinced myself to investigate the locked room beneath that portrait. The old lock looked ancient. It only took a few minutes to force open. The room beyond smelled of dust and mildew. Furniture sat abandoned beneath sheets. A fireplace occupied one wall. And in the center of the room stood a wooden trunk. Inside were old letters. Most had rotten beyond recognition. Only one remained readable. The letter described loneliness, isolation, being confined within the building. Its final line chilled me. If I am to remain here forever, then I will not remain alone. The door slammed shut behind me. I jumped. The room became ice cold and every hair on my body stood on end. Then I heard breathing. Not mine, someone else's, directly behind me. I turned and a woman stood in the darkness, red dress, pale skin, eyes black. I don't remember leaving the room. I don't remember reaching my dorm. All I remember is locking the door and shoving my desk against it. That night, the knocking returned. Knock, knock, knock. The sound came from the hallway, then from my bedroom window, then beneath my bed. I buried my head under the blankets. The knocking continued until dawn. The next morning, I was leaving. No questions, no delays. I loaded my belongings into my car and carried the final box towards the dorm entrance. As I passed through the second floor hallway, I glanced towards the portrait. I wish I hadn't. The painting had changed, and I knew it instantly. She was no longer alone. A second woman stood beside her. A young woman wearing modern clothes, terrified, frozen. I dropped the box. The painted woman looked exactly like me. A cold hand touched my shoulder and I turned. No one stood there, yet a whisper drifted through the hallway, soft and close, right beside my ear. You opened my door. The lights flickered. Students screamed somewhere behind me. The hallway plunged into darkness. For one terrible second, I saw dozens of women standing in the shadow, all watching me, all dressed in red. Then the lights returned and the hallway was empty again, except for the portrait. And the woman beside Martha, she was smiling now, the same way Martha was, the same way I was. Would you stay?
Stay?
Yeah, if you heard.
Brother, the moment I hear 3 knocks, I'm out the window. Like, I'm gone. Do you think I'm...
So, we have established this is the lady in red.
Yes.
Okay. So, the reason I say there's which one is supposedly, history-wise, at Huntingdon College.
Ooh.
There are 2.
Oh.
So, the first red lady, according to Windham and historian Daniel Barefoot, there have actually been 2 ghosts alleged to have haunted Huntingdon College. They first appeared in the late 19th century while the college was still located in the town of Tuskegee, Alabama. She is described as a young woman wearing a scarlet dress and carrying a scarlet parasol who walked wordlessly up and down the halls of a woman's dormitory late one night, bathed in a red glow. This apparition, according to Windham, ultimately left the residence hall and disappeared from view as she passed through the gateway outhouse. The alleged identity or origin of this wraith has never been determined, and she was apparently never seen again. So only one or a couple sightings of the first one.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the second one.
This is where the story or the history hits.
The second Red Lady, according to Wyndham, was a former student named Martha, or Margaret, according to another source. No last name is given for the alleged person who, Martha or Margaret, who had reluctantly come to Huntingdon from New York because her father's mother had attended Huntingdon when it was in Tuskegee, and Will specified that she must attend his mother's alma mater. Martha did not especially want to come to Alabama. She really liked New York, but her father's fortune was large and she knew his deep love for his home state. Martha, according to the legend, was dressed in red when she arrived, and she brought with her red draperies for her windows, a red spread for her bed, and together with other accessories of the same color. Although many of her fellow students asked her to explain her apparent obsession with the color red, Martha always shoved them off. So, here she comes from New York, doesn't want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a red dress, red everything. Bedspread, curtains, the whole nine. Everything's red.
Red bottoms on.
I'm not giving you the satisfaction. Being a stranger and shy, as well as unhappy in her unfamiliar surroundings, Martha could not make friends among the other students. They sensed that she was different from them, and having heard that she was wealthy, they mistook her shyness for disdain. So, hey, we hear she's wealthy.
Kind of
she's looking down at us. She's not shy. She's nose in the air.
I got you.
Martha sat alone and apart from them in the dining hall and seldom spoke to her roommate. When other girls, Huntingdon was an all-female institution at this time, dropped in to visit, she seemed so cold and unfriendly that they eventually stopped coming. Truthfully, many of them had only come out of curiosity to see the red prayer rug Martha had bought in Turkey and the odd little red figurines on her bookshelves. Martha's roommate, according to Wyndham's story, ultimately found the situation unbearable and asked the house mother if she could move out. The house mother granted this request and put someone else in the room with Martha, who became increasingly aloof and irritable. This second girl also left after only a week. The procedure happened again and again, as one roommate after another found it impossible to live with this surly girl. At last, the president of the dormitory, who was known for her ability to get along with everybody, moved in with Martha, and did everything she could to make friends with her, but all efforts were futile. Martha had become an embittered and withdrawn, and she seemed to resent the presence of this kind-hearted girl. They already have a preconceived notion of me. I don't want to be here. They're filtering girls in and out of my room on a weekly basis.
Why? I mean, what was the reason again?
So basically, her original roommate said that she was weird and couldn't get along with her. And then so they put another girl in there, and the other girl said the same thing, left in a week, left, and they cycled through a bunch of people to try to find somebody to stay with her in terms of her like having a roommate. And everybody left, and then they got the president of the
dorm who gets along with everybody.
Yeah, there's one girl who's like, I can be friends with everybody. Positivity, girl power, let's go.
Slay.
Yeah. After all her efforts at friendship had failed, and after she found herself growing depressed and despondent, the dormitory president packed her belongings and prepared to leave. Just as she was about to go, Martha, who had not known of her imminent departure, returned to the room. With a look of defiance, she said, according to the story, quote, "So you couldn't stand me either. Like all the rest of you stuck-up friends, I was beginning to think you really wanted me to be your friend, but you hate me just like the rest. Well, I'm glad to be rid of you. Take your things and go. But I'll tell you one thing, my dear. For the rest of your life, you'll regret leaving this room." The house president was disturbed by this bitter outburst, but in the midst of her many activities, she soon forgot about Martha's prophetic words. So, the sad girl, Martha, abandoned by the one person she had believed to be her only friend, allegedly formed the habit of wandering into rooms where the other girls were congregating, but her presence still cast a chill upon the groups, and they would soon find flimsy excuses for leaving her alone. Then, with a feeling of alienation from all of humankind, she would return to her solitary sleeping quarters, where she would wrap herself in the red bedspread and retreat from the world. Later, Martha's behavior allegedly became more stranger. She would wait until the lights were out, and then she would visit one dormitory after another, never saying a word, but staring into spaces as if she were in a trance. As time passed, she took up walking up and down the halls during the darkest hours of the night. Often she would alarm the girls by opening and closing the doors, then hurrying away to resume her pitiful promenade. So, you have a girl who's now depressed.
Yeah.
Acting out. Weird.
Okay. Do you think it's just like a mental, like not mental illness, but like some type of mental...
I think there was depression. I mean, I think
not just depression at first, but like, you know...
No, I think she was totally normal.
You think she was totally normal?
I think she
or
was,
do you think it was like something that they didn't know at the time to treat? Or how far back was this?
This was, I mean, centuries ago.
Century? Oh, then this could be
ago.
like stuff like... I don't want to say autism, right? But like on the spectrum, it's a spectrum, and I want to say like a little bit of like maybe not OCD, but like
Asperger's. Like not reading social cues very well,
something like that, or and just like having a taste for like, because she gets red, right? She wants red everything, where it's like, oh, it has to be red or it doesn't work. Yeah, you know, and it's kind of like her mind's kind of wired differently. I think, and I don't know how to word it. I don't know what the word is.
If you're looking at it, like looking at the research about it, I think what truly happened is she got whisked off from New York to Alabama. Hated it. Had to go there because her dad wanted her to. Hated it, and she was shy. She was shy and didn't want to even be there. Not only did I leave my home to go to this college that I did not want to go to, there's a preconceived notion when I get there about me that's not true. Like, yeah, my dad has money, but I'm not stuck up. I'd like to be your friend. I just don't know how to approach you because y'all have been at school together for a little bit. I'm new. Kid syndrome. You shunned me. Everybody tried to get along with me. And there's almost like a cynical thing to it too, where it's like everybody else left me. Why would this girl want to be my friend? Yeah. And then like, okay, we're breaking down walls, but she's dipping now. And then that's like the straw breaking the camel's back. So, disclaimer, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling down, anything like that, please reach out to the suicide helpline. Like, if you're feeling like you're gonna hurt yourself or others, please reach out to people. Those things are here for a reason now, okay? The world is better with you in it than not in it. We'd rather have you here and seeking and getting the help you need versus not being here with us anymore. Unfortunately for Martha, that's the turn it took. One evening, after Martha had not appeared for class for meals all day, her former roommate and the dormitory president had a guilty feeling and decided to go see her, thinking that this time she might be able to help Martha in some way. As she neared Martha's room, at an isolated corridor at the top floor of the building, she said to have noticed flashes of red shooting out of the corridor from the room's transom. Opening the door, she screamed and fainted. Girls from all over the fourth floor rushed from the rooms to see what was wrong. Martha, or so the story goes, was found on the floor of her room, dressed in her red robe and draped in a red bedspread, having committed suicide by slashing her wrist. This happened a long time ago, according to Wyndham. But students at Huntingdon have alleged that on that date of Martha's suicide each year, rays of crimson light flash down from the transom of her room. The Red Lady returns to haunt the corridors of Pratt Hall. Students have reported seeing Martha's ghost on Pratt's fourth floor, claiming to have seen it pass through walls and closed doors.
Goodness.
So you have kind of a tragic ending into the ghost stories. Now this particular hall is no longer used up into a point. Okay. A lot of the alleged hauntings or the alleged sightings of the Red Lady all happened in this one dormitory. And there was a lot that was like, yep, Went through the wall. Yep. Went through the door.
Mhm.
Yep. I saw her. And then it kind of became, it sounded like it became more of a game than anything else. Like, oh, like we're going to go explore.
After generations, it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
you
this-
kind of get the diluted.
Is it that school where the students like, oh, okay, to like do this, you got to go up into this like dorm, and
I think they had something kind of like that moving along.
and try to look for the red lady,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like basically, what is it, like a passage rights or something
Yeah,
like that?
kind of like a
that's how it
hazing ritual or something like that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that building is no longer. I can't remember. It's no longer there, or it's just inaccessible anymore. But the sightings have since calmed.
I wonder if it's inaccessible, but people still go.
Yeah. Now there were a couple more like kind of like the more modern claims from back then to now, that stated that they could see like glowing red light and stuff like that as well. But a lot of those were kind of like, okay, like
but again, back on the topic of like the belief, like in emotion and energy or whatever, she truly believed that this dorm was now her only like.
Yeah, that was her solace.
Yeah,
those are safe place.
This is my safe haven. I can only be here.
I'm never leaving.
And then after she died and passed,
and then what'd she say to the girl?
You basically.
So you couldn't stand me either, like all the rest of your stuck-up friends. I was beginning to think you really wanted to be my friend, but you hate me just like the rest. Well, I'm glad to be rid of you. Take your things and go, but I tell you one thing, my dear, for the rest of your life, you'll regret leaving this room. And she's the one that found her body. Like, if girl would have just stayed, right, we would not have this. Could you imagine thinking to the point of like that's you're in the note. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
But again, it's like, oh gosh, and now her soul is like, oh, I can only be here.
Stuck there.
It's like I can only be here.
Out of just like a state of depression.
Yeah.
Just I'm stuck here. And like, but still, even then, okay. Imagine you're in a dorm, okay. It is, and it's like it's not like a outside like nice dorm, but you're in a school dorm. Have you ever been in like a school dorm, like a school like built sanctioned dorm, where it's like there's a hallway, it's a room, there's a bed on that side, and there's a bed on that side. There's a dresser, and 2 desks, and that's it. And it's like this is where you're gonna live for the next couple years. But to have somebody walk down, you're in bed, you're out, and you wake up because you see a light and somebody's opening your door and all you can see is a silhouette. Like, fuck that, dude. Get out of here. Like, who's doing that shit?
If I have a roommate, right? Let's say this, right? It's me and you, right? You're on one side, I'm on the other. Okay. Door opens, silhouette, I see it. I'm immediately getting on your bed in your corner as quick as possible.
I just assume we were in the same bed.
No, no, we're keeping this is normal roommate status. But I just know I'm going to get into your bed. You're gonna mutter finally, and then like I'm gonna use you as a shield and then leave. That's what's gonna. Listen.
I really have like this really kind of like interesting shot, because you know, like some of those beds are kind of like high up and they have like the storage underneath, of like routing a camera up underneath there and having the door open and you just see like up to like legs and like sternum, but you see the arms down and they're like holding whatever weapon they're there to use, like a knife or whatever, and just having like a weirdly like canted awkward shot to make it really unsettling. Just like, yeah.
Oh gosh. I'm sorry. I was thinking of a movie scene that we could do where the silhouette comes in. And it's like that shot where you said it's under the bed. So you only see their legs.
Yep.
And it's coming in and he goes to one bed. The dude's, whoever's screaming. And then so the other roommate wakes up and it's just like they run. They have socks on and they slip.
And you just they land and you just see the shape of their bare butt.
It's just socks And then it's a shirt. They're
just shirt cocking it. No. They're in the tube socks. One of them slid down slightly, but they fall out of the door. And between the legs that are standing there murdering somebody, you see like the reflection of their butt. Like,
I just thought
that's some scary movie shit right there. That is some scary movie shit right there.
It would be even funnier if it wasn't one and it was like multiple
guys just getting out of this on one bed. They're all just like in tube socks.
Well, one person's just getting like murdered on the other bed.
That's awesome.
You know,
that's
like,
awesome.
You know, it's like the little van with like all the people coming
like a
out.
Clown car.
It's just like 15 guys coming out of one bed.
It's a twin bed at that.
Oh my god.
Just go. It's like the weirdest frat
Not
hazing.
one of them thought about like just helping the other dude. Just nope.
I love it. I feel like, oh my gosh, who would be in that?
Produced by Christopher
Oh my
Nolan.
god, no, it's Superbad too.
It's
Superbad too. It's Jonah Hill, fat Jonah Hill, Michael Cera McLovin, then Seth Rogen, and oh my god, what's the other guy's name?
I don't know. I don't know actors.
Oh my god, why, dude? He's in it. I just blanked on my name.
I know exactly who you're thinking of.
Is it Bill Hader?
It's Bill something.
It might be Bill Hader. Get them. They like, oh yeah, we all went to college together. They're all just like old. They're all just like falling out of bed, just Winnie the Pooh t-shirts.
Oh my gosh.
like just like nightgowns, like yeah.
One of them runs back into the room because they forgot something on the bed.
McLovin has a crop top on. Just like, oh, look,
He runs back in, gets his like phone or something, stops for a second, watches, and then runs.
But it's just the silhouette just slapping around. Awful.
Gosh.
Awful. All right, you ready for the gauntlet?
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, you never believe the ghost stories. The confidence is exactly why your friends, me, dared you to spend a weekend in the oldest dormitory at Huntingdon College. Ooh. According to the legend, a student named Martha would wander the halls at night wearing a red dress. Over the years, students report hearing footsteps in empty corridors, doors opening on their own, and glimpses of a woman in crimson disappearing around corners. You laughed. At least you did, until midnight. The dorm is nearly silent except for the hum of an old ceiling fan. Rain taps softly against the windows. Then, knock, knock, knock. You hear 3 knocks from your door. Check your phone. 12:03 a.m. Everyone on this floor should be asleep. Another set of knocking. You approach the door. Through the peephole, the hallway appears empty. Then you notice something. At the far end of the corridor stands a woman. She wears a flowing red dress. Her dark hair hangs over her shoulders. She isn't moving. She isn't blinking. She's staring directly at your door. A cold chill creeps up your spine. Do you speedrun it?
No,
Or
I'm not
are you gonna
speedrunning this.
pick through it?
I'm going to pick through this.
A, open the door and call out to her. B, lock the door and ignore her. C, grab your phone and follow her down the hallway.
B.
B?
100%.
You are locking the door. You quickly deadbolt the door. Nope. Whatever's standing out there can stay out there. You climb back into bed and pull the blanket over yourself. For several minutes, nothing happens. The rain continues outside. The dorm settles into a silence. And as you fall asleep, you convince yourself. And as you begin convincing yourself it's probably just another student. Then footsteps, slow, measured, walking down the hallway. Step, step, step. What?
I'm sorry. I just sorry. I had a thing that I was thinking of. It's like C that talked about following her with the flashlight. I just had this image of like, because I'm so scared, instead of like steadily walking, I'm running at her. And then you said it could just be a student. It's just like I can imagine it was a student, and I'm just running, but like I'm yelling out, I'm too scared.
but wait for it. You're also just wearing a t-shirt and tube socks. You got your Zombussy. You're just charging at her.
But like, understand this, the report that I'm gonna have to write. I was terrified.
There is now a third red lady because you murdered this poor girl.
Oh my god.
The footsteps stop directly outside your room and you hold your breath. A second later, the doorknob begins to turn very slowly. Someone is trying the handle. The lock holds. The rattling stops. You wait. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Nothing. You finally relax. Then your closet door creaks open by itself. You stare at it from across the room. The darkness inside seems deeper than it should be. Your phone suddenly buzzes. A text from me. Hey bro, you messing with me? I just saw a woman in red walking into your room. Your stomach drops. You look towards the door. It's still locked. The closet opens wider. In the darkness, you hear what sounds like a woman softly crying. Do you turn on every light and investigate the closet? Leave the room and run for the resident supervisor room. Stay where you are and speak to whatever's in the closet. We all know you're running. You're running. We're hitting B.
I'm hitting fucking.
You're out. You're running.
Hitting fifth shift and I'm getting out. Fifth gear and I'm gone.
You don't wait another second. You grab your room key and sprint for the door. The moment you unlock it, the crying from the closet abruptly stops. Silence. The kind of silence that feels wrong. You fling the door open and rush into the hallway. The corridor is empty. The fluorescent lights flicker overhead. The RA's room is at the far end of the floor. If you run, you'll be there in less than a minute. You start moving. Step, step, step. A second set of footsteps answers from behind you, not yours. You turn. The hallway. One light goes out. Another. A chain of darkness crawls down the corridor towards you as the bulbs blink out one by one. Standing beneath the last fixture is a woman in a red dress. Her face is pale and expressionless. She isn't walking, yet somehow she's closer than before. The air grows icy. You break into a run. The RA's doors come into view. You pound on it. Open up! Open up! No answer. You pound harder. Behind, the temperature plummets. Your breath fogs in front of your face. Slowly, you glance over your shoulder. The woman now stands only 25 feet away. For the first time, she moves. Her head tilts to one side. Then she raises one arm and points towards an old staircase leading to the building's attic level. You hear a faint whisper, "Help me." The RA's door remains shut. The staircase creaks. The woman doesn't move again. She simply points. Do you ignore her and keep trying to get into the RA's room? Follow the direction she's pointing and investigate the attic level? Run for the building exit and get outside. Let's see.
We don't know that. We don't know that. Because sometimes
look, the RA has been out on a bender. Okay, he is drunk. He is passed out. He mixed a bunch of different colored liquors, and then beer, and then went back to liquor. He's in there with some hot honey, and he's out. And you're pounding on his door.
I was even thinking like I'm kicking this door. You know? I was like, but I don't. Sometimes you might like, okay, maybe help me. Is that what the ghost says? Maybe I could have helped, but I'm absolutely terrified of this thing. I'm only in socks and shirt. I want you to have that image.
It's raining outside.
It's raining, and I'm gonna keep running.
So run outside.
Run outside.
You decide you've had enough. Ghost, prank, hallucination, it does not matter. You're getting out. You sprint to the nearest exit. The woman in red remains motionless behind you. The stairwell door slams open as you burst through it and race down the steps 2 at a time. The whisper follows. Help me. The first floor, lobby, front doors, freedom. You shove the doors open and stumble into the cool night air. Rain drizzles across the campus, and for the first time in nearly an hour, you feel safe. You lean against the stone bench and catch your breath. Then you notice something strange. The campus is empty. Not quiet, but empty. No cars, no security lights, no distant traffic, nothing. Even the rain has stopped making sounds. Your phone vibrates. The screen reads 12:03 a.m. The exact time is the first knock. A flash of lightning illuminates the campus, and for a split For a split second, the building looks different, older. Modern lights are gone, the pathways are dirt. Students in clothing from another era walk across the grounds. The darkness returns, and when your vision clears, everyone is gone. Standing 20 feet away is the woman in red, closer than she has ever been. This time she speaks clearly. I've been waiting. Her voice sounds sad. Oh, I've been waiting. Her voice sounds sad rather than threatening. She points towards a small brick building at the edge of campus. You don't recognize it from the campus map. I can't leave until someone remembers. The air around her begins to shimmer like heat rising from pavement. For the first time, you realize she may not be trying to hurt you. She may be trapped. Do you ask her who she is and what happened to her? Refuse to engage and run off campus? Follow her to the mystery brick building?
No, I'm not gonna run away.
Dude, please, dude.
Why do you want me to
the fact that you just keep like seeing her and being like, nope, no, just like running, just dick and balls out, just not caring. And this one in red's like, I need you to go inside and put clothes on, please.
I can see this image of like you being far away because you put me onto this like path of like passage of whatever, right?
Yeah.
Of you got to stay in the dorm for the night.
Mm-hmm.
This haunted dorm. And then you see me come around the corner just running.
It's like
right?
that scene in
and
Get Out where the dude comes out of nowhere.
And you're like, what the fuck? And then the girl in red just comes around the corner just track athleting it. And you're like, what the fuck? And then you start just...
Next thing you know, we got like a flash mob of runners just like sprinting. Ooh. All right, so what are you going to do?
No, okay, I'm going to be serious here because survival instincts. I'm going to go to the brick building.
Follow her to the mysterious brick building?
Yep.
You follow her not because you're brave, because something about the way she looks at you makes you believe that if you turn around now, you'll never understand what happened tonight. The woman in red turns towards the edge of campus. She doesn't walk, she simply glides across the pavement, her dress dragging through puddles without making a sound. You follow. As you approach the brick building, you realize you've never seen it before. There is no sign, no windows, only a single wooden door. The woman stops. She turns toward you. Remember me, and then she disappears. You stare at the empty space where she stood. Your phone suddenly vibrates. A photograph has appeared in your gallery. You don't remember taking it. It's an old black and white photograph of a group of Huntingdon students standing outside the building. And there she is, the woman in red. Except she's wearing a modern-looking dress. She looks exactly like she did tonight. And on the back of the photograph, someone has written, Martha, 1930. Your heart begins pounding. You hear something behind the door, 3 slow knocks. The same 3 knocks that started everything. You reach for the handle, it turns by itself. The door opens to darkness. From somewhere inside comes the sound of a woman whispering. You freeze. You've never been here before, at least you don't think you have. Then something catches your attention. Written on the inside of the door are dozens of names. Some are scratched out, some are faded, and at the very bottom is a freshly carved name. Yours. Do you enter the building and find out why your name is there? Close the door and demand that Martha explain what she wants. Run, but take the photograph with you.
Okay. You saw me laughing for a second, did you?
Yep.
I was going to say the photograph, it's just like a bunch of group of people at a party, beer pong.
Yep.
And then her just throwing up onto the table. Me.
Still in a t-shirt and tube socks.
Some are like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" faces. Others are like, "Why don't you have pants?" It's like that's the photograph I see. It's just like
Martha, 1930.
But then you said the name, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I can't."
So what do you want to do?
I want to. At this point, I'm invested, so I'm gonna go figure out why my name. Like, if this is like you're stuck in a loop kind of thing, like even if you go outside, you're not really outside, you're still in the building kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Then I might as well just keep Keep going with the game.
You step inside. The moment your foot crosses the threshold, the door slams shut behind you. You spin around and then grab the handle, locked. You pull harder, nothing. Then you hear footsteps behind you. Oh, I'm sorry. Then you hear footsteps above you. The building shouldn't be more than one story, but the footsteps are coming from upstairs. You look up. A narrow staircase rises into the darkness. At the bottom of the stairs sits an old wooden table. On it, a kerosene lamp. Beside the lamp is a journal. You open it. The first pages are brittle and yellowed, filled with handwriting and becomes increasingly frantic. You recognize the name immediately. Martha. The entry describes a young woman who lived on the campus decades ago. She writes about feeling watched, hearing footsteps outside her room, and repeatedly seeing a woman dressed in red. You reach the final entry, and the handwriting is almost illegible. She says nobody remembers me. She says I have to find someone who will. Tonight she came to my room. She was wearing my face. You stop reading. A floorboard creaks upstairs. You slowly close the journal, then something drops from the ceiling. A red ribbon lands at your feet. You recognize it. It's identical to the red ribbon the woman in red was wearing. You look towards the staircase, and at the top stands Martha, but something's wrong. Her face is hidden behind long strands of black hair. Her red dress is soaked, not with rain, but dark liquid drips from the hems onto the floor. She slowly raises her head, and you realize her face isn't pale. It's your face. She smiles. You finally remembered. The lights go out. Something grabs your wrist. You scream and yank yourself free. When the lights flicker back on, Martha's gone, but the journal is open again. A new sentence has appeared beneath the final entry. The red lady is not Martha. There's two of them. Your blood runs cold. You hear breathing directly behind you. A woman's voice whispers in your ear. She never was. You turn. Do you run upstairs after Martha, search the journal for the identity of the real red lady, smash the window, and escape the building?
No, hold on, no. As much as it's like funny to actually just go out like that, no.
Like the Scott Pilgrim dive out the window.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Scott here.
Is Scott here? I'm going to. I feel like because there's two. I'm definitely going to go ahead and try to look for Martha, maybe.
You're going to run upstairs to look after Martha?
Absolutely, at this point.
Run upstairs. The moment you reach the first step, something slams into the door behind you. Boom! You don't look back. You climb faster. The staircase seems impossibly long. One floor becomes two, then becomes three. The walls change as you climb. Modern paint peels away, revealing old brick beneath. Electric lights become flickering gas lamps. Then you hear footsteps racing behind you. Step, 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 step. You keep climbing. Don't look back, a woman's voice whispers. You don't know whether it's a warning or a threat. You reach the top. A narrow hallway stretches ahead, and at the end stands Martha. She's facing you. Her red dress hangs motionless. Martha? She slowly turns her head, not her body, just her head. Her face is still yours. She raises one finger to her lip, and she points towards the door beside her. You approach. The door is covered in hundreds of scratches. Somebody has carved the same words over and over and over. She wears red. You push it open. Inside is a small bedroom. An old vanity sits against the wall. The top is cracked. On top is a cracked mirror. You step closer. Your reflection stares black. Then it smiles, but you're not. Your reflection raises its hand. You watch helplessly as it writes something on the mirror with one finger. Melvanine. You freeze. That name means nothing to you. Then the reflection mouths. That's who she was. Behind you, Martha begins screaming. You turn. She's standing in the doorway. Her body is trembling violently. She points at the mirror. Don't let her see you. The reflection suddenly stops smiling. Its eyes shift towards Martha, and then you hear another voice from somewhere inside the walls. A woman's voice, ancient, angry. You brought me another one. The mirror cracks once, twice, then dozens of cracks spread across the glass. Martha grabs your arm. For the first time, she sounds terrified. Run. The mirror explodes, and every shard hits the floor except for one. A single piece remains standing upright on the vanity, and in it you see the reflection of a woman wearing red. She's standing directly behind you. But when you turn around, there's nobody there. The bedroom door slams shut. Martha screams. Don't let her touch you. Then a cold hand settles on your shoulder.
You know what I'm saying? I'm out here dodging.
So you're going to turn around and confront whatever's behind you?
No, I'm like dodging her. You know what I'm saying? Like, who?
What was that?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She ain't getting near me.
All right, so you spinning around to confront? Are you grabbing Martha and jumping through the bedroom window, or pick up the piece of broken mirror and use it to see the red lady?
Oh, I'm jumping with Martha. This time we're Scott Pilgriming it.
You grab Martha's wrist. Come on! She looks at you in disbelief. Then the hand on your shoulder tightens. You don't wait. You drag Martha towards the window. The glass is old and already cracked. You grab the heavy wooden chair beside the vanity and smash through it. Crash! Cold night air rushes into the room. Martha stares down. You're several stories above the ground. There shouldn't be this many floors to the building. That's impossible, you whisper. Martha shakes her head. This place doesn't follow the rules anymore. Behind you, the broken mirror begins rattling. A red reflection appears in every remaining shard. The red lady. Hundreds of tiny versions of her, all staring at you. They all turn towards Martha. Martha's face goes white. She found me. The bedroom door begins shaking. Bang, bang, bang! You look down. There's a narrow roof directly beneath the window. You could climb onto it, but the drop is still dangerous. Martha climbs through first. You follow. The instant your feet touch the roof, the bedroom door behind you bursts open. The red lady steps into the window. She isn't wearing the red dress anymore. She's wearing Martha's face. Martha gasps. That's not her. The woman smiles. You still don't remember? Then she points at you. Your stomach twists. You suddenly remember something. A memory that isn't yours. A room. A young woman crying. A red dress hanging from a chair. A hand pressing against the window. And someone whispering. You want to leave? Someone else has to take your place. You stumble backward. Martha grabs your arm. Don't listen to her. The lady in red steps out. He looks at Martha, then at you. One of you leaves tonight. The roof beneath your feet begins cracking. Martha looks terrified. She's making us choose. Ahead of you is another section of roof leading towards the ground. Behind you is the red lady. And beneath you, the darkness seems impossibly deep. Do you tell Martha to run while you distract the red lady? Ask the red lady why she wants one of you to stay. Push Martha towards the next roof and run with her. So you're climbing out of a roof.
Yeah, I know.
There's like a little door, and then there's another one.
Yeah.
So you could potentially get away.
So first of
Saving
all,
Martha.
I'm not talking to her like, why you wanna do that? It's like, no, that's so stupid. I feel like that would be in a movie that they'd make, like in an actual horror movie. It's like, why? It's like, it's like, why are we talking? No, we're doing action. I'm gonna save her now. Like, I'm in this
Push
hero
Martha.
mode. Yeah, I'm push her on to the next part and like keep running with her.
All right, you shove Martha towards the next section of roof. Run! For half a second, she doesn't move. Then the roof beneath you cracks. Crack. Martha jumps. You follow. Your foot lands on the next section of roof just as the one behind you collapses. The red lady disappears into the darkness. You don't hear her hit the ground. Martha grabs your hand. Don't stop. You run. The impossible building stretches around you, its roof changing beneath your feet. Chimneys appear when there were none. Windows flicker with candlelight. Somewhere below, dozens of voices appear. I'm sorry. Somewhere below, dozens of voices whisper your name. Then, thud, something lands behind you. You turn. The red lady stands on the roof. And now she's wearing your clothes, your face, your voice. She smiles. You can't run from yourself. Martha pulls you towards the edge. Jump! You look down. The ground is only 10 feet below now. You leap. You land hard on the wet grass. Martha lands beside you. You scramble to your feet. The brick building is gone. In its place, an ordinary stretch of campus. No mysterious structure. No impossible floor. No red lady. Just rain and your cock out. You look at Martha. She looks confused. Where did it go? You don't answer. Something's wrong. Students are walking across campus. Cars are moving on the road. Everything looks completely normal. Then a student walking past stops. She stares directly at Martha. Her face goes pale. Who are you? Martha looks down at herself. Her red dress is gone. She's wearing ordinary modern clothes, and she looks at you. I don't know. Your phone vibrates. You pull it out. It's a new photograph. It's a picture of you and Martha standing outside the mysterious building. Well, that's impossible. The photo was taken 70 years ago. You swipe to the next picture. It's an old newspaper clipping. The headline reads, Huntingdon student disappears without a trace. Beneath the headline is a photograph of Martha. You look at her. She's staring at the same photograph over your shoulder and whispers, that's me. A cold breeze moves through the trees and you hear a faint tap, tap, tap. You turn. Nobody's there. But across campus, beneath an old oak tree, stands a woman in red watching. Martha grips your hand and suddenly you understand. You didn't rescue Martha. You brought her back. The woman in red slowly raises one hand. She's pointing at you. Martha whispers, now we have to find out what happened to me. To be continued.
You know, not only am I great at surviving, I brought someone back. Goodness.
That's fucking crazy. It's crazy you did all of that in tube socks and a t-shirt too.
And no one bats an eye, too.
No. I'm over there like pressed against the window, looking at you with this girl, and I'm like, what? Oh man! Like, no.
You came into the room for me.
Well, I'm looking and I turn around. It's just 15 other dudes, just all with cut off t-shirts and tube socks. Like, just the hazing ritual wasn't gonna happen tonight, guys. Like, we're gonna have to find somebody else.
You're like, you got away.
Yeah.
Damn it! Just.
There's a guy for Guinness Book of World Records. He's sitting there holding his clipboard and he's like, you guys said you guys were going to do the longest circle jerk of all time. Like, I was here to, our anchor's out there on the lawn with a girl. Like, what do you want?
But, yeah, I was wondering where this story was going to go.
Yeah, you saved her.
It started changing up a little bit.
Well, that was kind of the cool thing is there's two of them.
Yeah.
So that's the lady in red.
Absolutely.
The Red Lady of Huntingdon College.
Yep.
An apparent
tragic story.
Like, I could not imagine at
I'm also curious if
young adulthood my parents being like, you have to go here.
But it's also
fuck you if you want my money.
Well, that and it's in an all-girl style, all-girl dormitory too, or all-girl school.
I would do fine in an all-girl school.
No.
It's
but you'll be sent to an all boys.
No. It's like a 90s sitcom-esque and there was a mix-up. They thought, Tyler was a girl, and now he's the only boy at Huntingdon College all-girls school.
That's not a sitcom.
And it's like, what do you mean I gotta put the seat down? Laugh track insert.
This is literally an anime. This is literally an anime.
What?
This is you literally described multiple anime tropes. You have literally.
No, I just came up with.
Yeah, I know, and that's a lot of the premises for some of the anime.
What anime are you watching?
There's
that a guy shows up.
Yeah.
To a school. It's an all-girl school, and they're like, "Oh man, we fucked up."
Usually, it's in a magical fantasies, the girls are the only ones who get the magic or whatever. Guys don't, because fuck them, I guess. And then it's but he's the only one, so he's in the all-girl school. You literally did that. You literally just described it. You know what? It's okay. We get it. I think you're a secret anime watcher. I think you're watching anime on the low.
I haven't watched anime since. When did the first season of Attack on Titan come out?
Oh, dude, that was back in 2012 or something. So I don't think
it's probably been 15 years.
Oh,
Since
dude, I was gonna say mine was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Naruto, and Dragon Ball Z.
I remember Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That was good.
Yeah, but again, that.
So I'm gonna blow Anthony's mind real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. You ready? I'm gonna fuck you up. Okay. Since we don't play Dungeons and Dragons anymore, right?
Okay.
I'm going to give you. Don't hold your breath. Give you my big plan from the campaign that you guys were playing in.
Oh
Okay.
Okay.
So if you guys remember, or if you remember, Tiamat they were trying to bring Tiamat back from hell.
Yeah, I remember exactly everything.
Cult of the Dragon was, okay?
Yep.
They had included the first Draco Lich to help her. His name was Doragothoth, or the Creeping Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Doragothoth had tunneled, because he lived underground, and did a big circle.
Oh, the alchemist circle. Oh, like in Full Metal. Okay.
But what he was doing in terms of that also was taking it under major cities, so they could ransack the city and bring basically
the blood.
No, take all the treasure underground.
Oh, okay.
So they could fund what they were doing. But then that was going to be the summoning circle that the Cult of the Dragon used to bring Tiamat out, and it was basically just going to sunder the fucking world as and when I say the Queen of Dragons. It wasn't going to be like, oh, it's an aspect of her.
Like,
or
no,
it's going to be it's
okay.
going to be the real fucking deal.
Okay, this is actually what my plan was in that campaign too.
Uh-huh.
Was so badly, like I was figuring out how I could actually get you to agree with it. That's why I was like, okay, if I forgot his name, if he dies, right? My dragon, Drook. If Drook dies, I get one free like summon. And I was gonna try to see, like, if I could at least roll on it, right? And it's like at least to summon an aspect or summon himself, Bahamut, and we just have a giant like kaiju battle, like just an actual battle between them.
So the idea was to give you guys enough outs to be able to stop the summoning completely. Because like if you guys,
be honest, we were so retarded.
if you guys
I don't think we were.
I hate to say it, because if you guys didn't, you guys were going to be going into a fight such a weakened state that there was no way you guys were going to win.
That's why I was like, I had a feeling like we're going to somehow screw up. Tiamat's going to get summoned, and I'm like, okay, maybe I can get a failsafe from Tyler.
But the crazy thing is while like you guys were doing your thing, right? I had 2 campaigns running in the same world simultaneously, and they were both working certain aspects of the story to stop that one main summoning. So at the end, if Tiamat did summon, we were going to have like a day of Dungeons and Dragons where I had a table with 10 people sitting around, and basically you guys were going to figure out how to stop her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you guys enjoyed this episode,
that's the red lady.
If you guys
enjoyed this episode,
if you've enjoyed this episode, please go ahead and leave a like, go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell for any notifications, as well as follow us on our other social media platforms. Damn. Just such as Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. And then we have links in the description to support us or to send in fictional or real encounters, Gmail or Discord. And then, of course, our other links to support us, like I said, to Buzzsprout and our Patreon. Again, $1 only, a day early, uncut, unedited, and jokes that might not make it on YouTube. So, I believe that's it.
Hear all our ramblings. We got some good ramblings. Ghosts and ghouls stay creepy, kids.
Ghosts and ghouls.
Remember, there's always 2.